On today's episode of the Cryptoverse, Segwit is just hours away from locking in, Coinbase have finally decided to support Bitcoin Cash, and I'll give you a few tips on how to claim your Bitcoin Cash without getting scammed. All of that coming up on today's episode of the Cryptoverse, so stay tuned. Hi there guys, welcome to the latest episode of the Cryptoverse, your regular dose of news and commentary on Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchains. I'm your host, Chris Coney, the founder of Cryptoversity, the online school where you can learn about Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies and blockchains. Find out more at cryptoversity.com. So let's get right into the first story. Segwit is just 11 hours away. As I record this, Segwit is just 11 hours away from mining block number 1916 during this lock-in period. So once that happens, Segwit will have passed the miner vote and will be locked in. And then Segwit will then activate at the end of the activation period, which will be approximately Monday the 21st of August. From then, your Bitcoin wallet software may begin sending transactions using the new Segwit format. That assumes that your wallet actually supports the Segwit format. And we can find all that data on Coindance. It's all here for us and we can see when it's going to pass the threshold. So if you click the link to this page in the YouTube description, you'll be able to watch this BIP141 tracker. It's this dark green bar. It's going to cross the little black line there when we finally mine the next, 165, 166 blocks to go. And then, oh no, sorry, that's 165 blocks remaining in this period. I think there's just, it's about 66 blocks left to go, which is 66 times 10 divided by 60 seconds. It's about 11 hours anyway. I've worked it out, don't worry. So that's that. Moving on from there, how to claim your Bitcoin Cash without getting scammed. Well, I put out a video on Friday, didn't I? Walking you through the process of accessing your Bitcoin Cash on a Ledger Nano S. And since then, a lot of people have asked me to do the same thing for dozens of other wallets. And the only problem with that is that the process differs slightly for every wallet. So me doing a video for every wallet just isn't practical. So as a bit of a catch-all, I'll give you like a few rules that will apply to almost all circumstances, right? So to avoid getting scammed, here's the number one rule. Stick to only following the instructions that were officially released by the wallet developers themselves, right? That's why I said at the end of my Ledger Nano S video that you should even verify the steps that I went through by referencing the official article, just to make sure I hadn't misled you in any way, right? Now, before the fork actually happened, I was recommending that people move their Bitcoin into something like the Exodus wallet, right? Removing it from exchanges, putting it in a private wallet. Well, those guys have now actually come out with an official guide, which I will show you right here, on how to claim your Bitcoin Cash, which I'll link to this in the YouTube description for you. Now with Exodus in particular, you still need to download one of the Bitcoin Cash wallet apps, such as the Electron wallet, which you can get from bitcoincash.org. And then from there, you will either send your Bitcoin Cash to your Electron wallet, or you'll use the Electron private key sweep feature, which is in the main menu, and then you'll input your private key from your Bitcoin wallet, right? From your original Bitcoin wallet that you had before the split. Now that's actually how you would get your Bitcoin Cash out of a paper wallet, right? You might have to manually type in the private key into your Electron Cash wallet, but hey, you only have to do it once. And also just a side note on that one though, the whole point about a paper wallet is that the private key has never touched a software wallet. And by typing your private key into, say, the Electron Cash wallet to claim your Bitcoin Cash, that paper wallet cannot really be considered cold storage anymore. And that's because the private key has been exposed to a computer, right? Meaning technically someone could get your Bitcoin key from the Electron wallet and then use it to spend both your Bitcoin Cash and the Bitcoin in your paper wallet, because the private keys are exactly the same. And once it's on a computer, then it's obviously at it's not a high risk, but it's at a higher risk than it was just on the paper. Now, for some people, that will be like a light bulb moment, right? And they'll go off and separate the two for Bitcoin and their Bitcoin Cash. If, however, you still find this all too complicated, I only advertise this on very rare occasions, but I do offer private consultations if you want me to walk you through the process on a one-to-one basis. It's probably only worth it if you have like a large amount of Bitcoin Cash, but I'll leave a link in the YouTube description to read more about how to book a consultation if that is of any interest to you at all. And then finally, Coinbase have decided to add Bitcoin Cash support, according to their official blog, and they're going to do so in January of 2018. Can you believe that? Now, Coinbase originally said they weren't going to support Bitcoin Cash at all, but I guess after everyone went nuts and started talking about class action suits and stuff like that on Reddit, Coinbase probably gave it a second thought and thought, okay, fine, we'll support it. And this is according to their official blog. It says right there, we're planning to have support for Bitcoin Cash by January the 1st, 2018, assuming no additional risks emerge during that time. Now, we might mock Coinbase for how long it takes them to do this. However, this is the type of company that Coinbase are, right? And by that I mean they're often the first place that people go to when they're brand new to Bitcoin, right? So Coinbase had to be very cautious in what they do. They started out with Bitcoin, and then eventually they added Ethereum support, and then eventually they added LiteCoin support. So they only tend to do things that they can count on, right? So given we know that Coinbase is this type of business, it's no surprise that they're going to take a decent amount of time to test and study Bitcoin Cash, and then make sure there are no bugs, or they're going to make sure that their process is robust and that it works before they roll it out to users, because they have a lot of users, right? And this is one of the many reasons why I was advertising that people should withdraw their funds from the exchanges before the fork, because if you don't do that, or if you didn't do that, then the exchanges control the keys to the wallet that has your Bitcoin Cash in it. So they have control of the money. So that's always why it's best to keep control of your private keys. Like Andreas Antonopoulos says, not your keys, not your money. All right, guys, thanks very much for joining me today. If you like this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're new around here, get subscribed. And if you'd like access to my very best material, such as my structured online courses that will teach you how to make and save money with Bitcoin, check out cryptoversity.com. All right, guys, that's all for today. I'll be back tomorrow with another edition of the Market Roundup and another edition of this news and commentary show. So until then, it's me, Chris Coney, saying bye for now.